Welcome everyone. I don't know these people. This is Path of Exile. It is an indie game in open beta right now. I'm pretty sure it's going to remain free to play, but it's in open beta at the moment. It's developed by Grinding Gear Games. I think they're based in New Zealand. It's not really an MMO. It's a instance-based kind of adventure RPG. You can make you can see it's a point-and-click kind of thing. I'm going to talk to this guy and sell... Excuse me, over here.
Still alive, are we?
Yes, we are. I'm going to sell him some shit. That button. It's, yeah, point-and-click style RPG. I don't want that. Nah. You can draw comparisons to games like Torchlight and, God forbid, Diablo. I know I'm gonna get shit for that if any fans of this game watch this video. For some reason, people who play this game, they rag on Diablo all the time. They absolutely hate it for some reason. You may have just noticed the trade system. I'll explain that in a minute. I got a list of things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to keep talking while I play over this, but that's gonna be difficult. You guys know how easily I get distracted. Don't need this if I got this. Okay. First, I'm going to show you the skills menu if I can figure out where the hell that is. Shit. I play this so rarely I often forget the keys. U is... Son of a bitch. Nah, it's map. Ah, damn it, I'm so bad at this. Skills. Passive skills. P. Okay, there we go. This is the skills panel. You might be a little overwhelmed by how fucking huge it is, but to be honest, it's not quite as intuitive as it looks. Yeah, there's a lot of shit, but it's all passive. None of these give you skill bonuses. They're just like passive attributes. You see, plus 12 to projectile damage, plus 20 to strength. None of these are activated. They're just buffs, really. What give you skills is let me get out of these people's way. What gives you skills are these gems here. You add them to weapons and armor, and it gives you skills, which I will go back to the dungeon to show you. These are the active skills. For example, I have this, which I don't like as much as the poison arrow. The gems are unique to your character class. So, you know, you can get the same kind of gem, but it'll have a different skill depending on your class. Obviously, there's normal attacks as well, but I'm using the poison arrow. You can switch to melee weapons if you want. You have other skills to go along with that. Yeah. So that's that. I'm sticking with a bow for the moment. My character class is a duelist. There are 6 classes. I might show you. I made another one. I think he's called Templar. Maybe I'll show you towards the end. Oh shit, Archer. I didn't see this guy. So yeah, I'm in my own instance right now, but I'm still in the chat with other people. I need to stay on track, so sorry if I get a little off track. The gems go into a slot. These guys just keep coming. Gems go into a slot of the same color. Only works with staves or maces, so I can't use that. Yeah, the gems sometimes have requirements. For example, this one can only be used with a bow. It's the poison arrow. I have another one. That one also can only be used with a bow. Shut up, bitch. Yeah. It's an interesting way of doing it, but I'm not totally sure how I feel about it. I don't know, it just seems kind of silly. You can see over here, you can level up the gems. Just the more you use them, the more they level up. It also gives it passive bonuses, just like your passive skills. So that's that. You can see there's lots of loot dropping everywhere. This game is very loot-based, but to be honest, much of the loot you get is worthless. Anything that's in white, you pretty much have no reason to grab it unless it has the skill gem slots that you want. But other than that, you really want to go for the magic items, the ones that are in blue. And there's also rare items. I think I have one. Yeah. Sometimes they come in sets. I don't know. I don't think I've ever found more than one item in a set, to be honest. I never really cared for, like, item sets in games. I don't know. It's just kind of tedious to try and find them all. Yeah. I'll just hop back to town really quick to kind of show you. I'll grab a few things out of my face and show you how the trade system works. It's not a money-based system. It's not based on currency of any kind. It's completely bartering. You there are a few
still alive,
important items, and if you sell, let me just identify these first. Yeah, you need identification scrolls. You know, that's kind of common in games of this sort. So as you can see, I'm not getting money or anything. He's offering me items like relics or something of that sort. These you use for a number of purposes. I think there's also like an auction house or some kind of online trade where you can trade with other people. I just realized I'm out of those scrolls. I'll keep that. Your stash is common between all of your characters. I'm not sure if it maxes out at any point. I'll just use that. 69. Yeah, I'll use this as well. There's just a lot of artifacts which I haven't really tried using yet, such as these alchemy shards, orb of chance, upgrades a normal item to a random rarity. So that's pretty cool. Improves the quality of an armor. I'm hanging on to these, but I don't really switch out my armor that often. Chaos orb. Reforges a rare item with new random properties. That seems dangerous. Improves the quality of a weapon. So I have 2 of those. Yes, there's just a lot of stuff. Alteration. Transmutation. So those are the rare items. Those just alter the properties of your equipment. And you get stuff like that, or the portal scrolls, identification scrolls, that kind of thing for trading, instead of being based in money. So that's cool. I personally am a fan of that. I just think it makes it stand out. Whoa. There are more of them than I thought. These guys are cunts. These necromancers, they just keep spawning them. Kind of like well, like your typical necromancer enemy in games of this sort. So, right. I have a kind of a script I wrote a while ago, and I'm just trying to read off of it. It got crumpled up though, so it's hard to see what I wrote. Right. So I've noticed there are 3 different armor types. There's armor, like not just armor types, but like different types of, I guess, protection types. There's armor, there's energy shield, and there's evasion, which is like dodge. So I guess armor is the most basic. It just reduces the damage you take. Energy shield, you see this blue ring around my health orb down there? That is kind of like a little extra health thing, except it recharges on its own after a short time. Its value is much smaller. Shield 44, life 177, but it recharges really quickly. So that's a bonus. It's just kind of like a shield that takes a few hits for you until it runs out, and then it'll come back when you stop taking hits. And then there's evasion, which is I didn't really look into it, but it sounds basic enough. It just sounds like it increases your chances of not even taking a hit. The rocky climb. I think I came from there. So that's an interesting way of doing it. I like how it's not just more and more armor. So like I mentioned earlier, it's instance based. So you can make a party or you can go solo, but you'll never run into another player in any of these hostile areas. You'll only see them in the hub area, which is that town that I was in. So that's the only place you'll run into other players. But as far as I know, there's no real interaction with them there, unless you try to trade stuff. I don't know. I don't really know about that, but obviously there's a chat. You can just talk to them there. If you ever need to ask questions, I'm sure these people are willing to help. I think the instances, or like the maps, will reset after a certain amount of time. If you leave the area for a certain amount of time, it's not like a Diablo or Torchlight where it'll reset only when you quit the game. I really hope people don't give me shit for at all comparing this to Diablo, because the bottom line is there are comparisons to be drawn between the two games. Obviously this game is much better. Well, maybe not obviously. I'm sure people will think differently, but I think it's better. A lot of people think it's better. And I'm not saying that Diablo is better. I'm just saying they're similar games. That's all. I don't know why people make such a shit about that. Medium flask, maybe. Is that? Cool. Okay. I think I'll just use that one. So the flasks are interesting. You can have up to 5. You can mix them up if you want. There's health, mana, and there's also this one, which I've never used. When you use it, you get increased movement speed for 5 seconds. I guess you need that. You can use that if you need to get the hell out quick. Personally, I don't find that to be a problem. It's easy to get away from enemies if you're overwhelmed. They don't have too many uses, but they recharge as you kill enemies. So it's not like just a one-use potion and it disappears after that. It's repeated use. All you have to do is kill things, and they might recharge slowly on their own. Oops, I accidentally just used one. But as you can see, it's filling up just by killing enemies. So that way you always have healing items. I can tell you, I hated in games like Diablo, running out of healing potions was infuriating. Especially trying to play in like the hardcore modes in Diablo. Not hardcore. I realize that that's actually more specific. That's a specific mode in Diablo, but playing on the harder difficulties was horrible because you'd spend all your money on potions and repairing stuff. Oh, I leveled up. So there we go. I just increased my dexterity. So like I said, just very passive. The only things that give you skills are these skill gems. And all skills take up mana, so that's why you need to have these flasks. I was hoping to play this with my cousins, who I've been playing with a couple times. I don't know. We just We only play this once in a while, so I just decided finally to do this on my own instead of waiting up. Basically, I just wanted to show you guys this game and see if any of you were interested. Like I said, it's an open beta. I'll put a link in the description. I just happened to cross this game when I was on ModDB, which I think stands for Mod Database, I guess. Oh, time to move on. I thought it looked interesting, so I downloaded it. It's, like I said, it's an open beta, and I believe it's going to continue to be a free-to-play game even after the beta closes. But I mean, there are like cases where you can do like microtransactions for purchases, for like perks and stuff. Just like it seems like it's mostly aesthetic stuff. Oops, he got me. Like you can change appearances, animations and stuff. I don't know if you can actually pay real money for different items. Not that kind of like Microsoft points or any of that bullshit. But yeah, this game, you can't play this game through Steam, but I run it through a Steam shortcut. So if you guys want to play, if you guys want to like, you know, get a party going with this game and just kind of fool around or whatever, you can shoot me a message on Steam. You can add me there because I always run this through Steam. So if you have me on Steam, it'll pop up when I'm playing this game. Otherwise, you can just send me a message on YouTube if you don't have a Steam account. That's all well and good, and just like tell me your username or whatever. I don't remember how my cousins found me. I think they just I told them my character's name, and they searched it. But whatever, we'll figure that out. Just let me know if you guys want to, you know, do this game together. Next race event. So I guess there's events of some kind, but I don't know. I've never taken part in those. Like I said, I don't play this game too often, but it is quite a bit of fun. And it's not just another, you know, game of this sort. I wouldn't just call it a Diablo clone or anything like that. It's got its unique charms to it that make it its own game, in my opinion. If I can find a fast travel station or a waypoint, whatever you call it, then I'll show you my other character, just to show you how the skill gems work differently. Because yeah, like I said, the skills just depend on your class, so it's not like, you know, you're playing a mage and you get the poison arrow skill gem and you're just like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? And I wondered about that, but yeah, there's nothing to worry about there. You get your own skills for your class, so. Well, that's just about all I had to say about this. I just wanted to tell you guys a few other things. You guys know that my channel is mostly dedicated to Let's Plays. I'm getting a little rocked here. Oh, there go my gems. They're leveling up like crazy. You son of a bitch. I should focus on the necromancer, man. Sawbones. Oh, he's like a boss. Let's just keep shooting these. Have a potion. There we go. Some bitch is dead. He dropped a few insignificant items. Man, I got 3 gems leveled up. Woo! That was pretty sick. Yeah. So my channel is mostly dedicated to Let's Plays, but I wouldn't mind doing this kind of video once in a while. And in fact, this wasn't the first one I had planned. I wanted to do one for an MMO that recently became available on Steam, even though it's been out for a while. It's called Wizardry Online. I couldn't record it though because for some reason having Fraps open while the game was running would freeze the screen. And you could still play, you could still move around, you could still hear stuff happening, but I don't know, the screen would just be frozen in, like, nothing would move or anything. But that doesn't really matter because in my opinion that game is complete shit. I hated it. I mean, I could see some people liking it, but I really did not. I died so often. It was just completely ridiculous. It was wicked hard. Enemies just respawn so quickly for some reason. Like, if there was one of the first missions you go to, I was in this dungeon, and there's this character who was like this enemy who was in the way, and you had to you would have a hard time getting past him without killing him. But every time I tried to kill him, I would start falling back. And even when I managed to kill him, which was only about half the time, as soon as he died, he would respawn back in the same place. And it was so fucking ridiculous. I had to fight him all over and over again. And when I finally just said fuck it and I managed to run past him, there were like a ton of zombies on the other side. And even after seriously, I'd cut one down and another one would spawn, and they just respawned so quick. It was absolutely absurd. And so I hated it. I played it twice, I uninstalled it. Man, I'm just leveling up left and right. There's another game I was thinking about doing, but I'd have to download it. I'm not sure. If I decide to do it, you guys will see the video, but you know, I haven't checked out this bow in a while. Superior short bow. Quality. Oh, this is much better. Yeah, except I can take this gem out. And I can keep the poison arrow. Sweet. I should do more damage now. Alright, so that's pretty much all I had to say. So, like I said, if you guys want to get a party going, do this game together, just shoot me a message or add me on Steam. My Steam name is Morganon03. I'll also put a link in the description. We can kick some ass together. See you guys later. Fucking can't shoot shit. God, there's enemies everywhere.